gotta make you look good, because I don't want you calling the station saying me crazy.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to look crazy. That would not be good.
Yeah, I don't want Sheriff Waters saying, who shot that? Some young brother with rocks in his hand. Oh, I know who he is.
He knows you. That's good. That's a good thing. He's a great man.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
It's
He gonna
good if you know
send a couple of sergeants to the station. You don't mind if you give me a mic check? Mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
All right, look good and sound good.
Mic work.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, you got me.
You ready? All good? Okay. Good morning. I'm Sergeant Hungerford with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Traffic Homicide Unit. This briefing is in reference to a traffic crash that happened this morning that sadly resulted in life-threatening injury to a juvenile. It was in the 2400 block of King Street at approximately 8:38 this morning. A Honda CRV was eastbound in the 2400 block of King Street as two juveniles were attempting to cross the roadway. One of the juveniles was struck on the inside lane by the CRV. The driver stopped and remained at the scene and is cooperative. There are no indicators of impairment. Detectives have already mapped the scene and they'll be evaluating speeds to see if that was a contributing factor. And at this time, I'll take any questions you may have.
You said two juveniles, so do you know the ages of the two people who were running or going across the street?
Yes, sir. One was 12 and one was 13.
And which one was hit?
The 13-year-old was struck by the car.
Were they related?
Yes.
How so?
They're family members.
Are they brother? Are these boys?
I'm not going to disclose that just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still working to, they were also en route to school, and the school, we're still working on notification for that, so.
The gender
that's-
of the victim?
Both of them, both the young men that were crossing were men, the boys, young boys.
Were they running towards the food store?
Yeah, they were northbound, going across the roadway.
Up on South Line?
Yes, sir. They were on the south side of the road, moving northbound, and we believe that they had cut across the parking lot of the church, and they were not within the crosswalk at Kings and Division. They were outside of that crosswalk.
So are they both in a critical condition? What about the other?
The only one of them was struck by the vehicle. The other one was not.
And did you say they were like on their way to school or anything?
Yes, sir, that's correct. And it was in the inside lane is where the traffic crash took place.
Right now, as far as the driver, any charges pending, or like what has happened with that driver?
So the driver has not been charged, and very seldom do we actually charge a driver on scene. And we will evaluate everything, take a totality of the circumstances to see if there is culpability, and there may well be. That'll be determined after the detectives have had some time to analyze evidence, physical evidence, as well as the measurements that they've taken to see if they can come up with a speed. They will come up with a speed, and that will be the measure of whether there's culpability or not.
How do we know?
What's the speed limit in this area right here where the kids got hit?
Yeah, I believe it's 30 miles per hour.
30 miles?
I believe so, yes.
How did you know about the crash happening? Did like the other the person who wasn't hit, did they call police or try to get?
I'm not 100% on that, but I do believe that the driver is among the people who called 911 for help. And as you can tell, we're very close to the location. Jacksonville Fire Rescue was there very quickly, and they provided life-saving measures right there fast.
And lastly, as someone investigating this, what is your reaction when you're dealing with juveniles and it's like a high pressured situation? There's a lot of emotions going on because of the severity of the situation. So what was going through your mind when you got here and was seeing what you were dealing with?
Yeah, it hits home. I mean, it's saddest with the young, the vulnerable. The older and younger pedestrians are very vulnerable, and it's tragic. You could just rewind time and fix it, everybody would. It's just a sad day to see, especially juvenile injured.
If you may, sir, clarify, was this happening during school zone hours, or were they near school zone when it happened?
They're on their way to school, from what I understand, yes.
Or was it like in a school zone area where drivers had to slow down?
I did not see that in that area, no.
So let me ask you, what takes precedence? Drivers speeding or people running not in a crosswalk? What's more of a serious offense?
That's a very good question, and they're both serious. So for this scenario, it appears that the two boys were not within a crosswalk. So that is a piece of the puzzle, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. If the driver was going in excessive speed, that's also a big piece of the puzzle. There aren't any indicators right now to show that. Based on physical damage and the stopping distance, it doesn't appear that the driver was doing a great deal of speed at all. But that's why we have detectives and we have sophisticated machinery to map the whole scene from the beginning to the end. And then they do some intense mathematical equations to determine speeds. And they're really good at that. We've got some of the best detectives in the business. So we'll have that information soon. And that'll come through the Public Information Office.
This is my last one.
Sure.
Any signs that the driver in this situation was distracted, maybe switching the radio, texting while driving, whatever?
That's always a possibility. And I do believe that one of the brothers indicated that he thought she was on the phone. So there's a possibility that she was on the phone, but here again, you're allowed to use the phone in Florida. It just depends on how you're using that phone and that device.
So we know the age range of the driver at least?
She's going to be greater than 60, over 60, right in her 60s, I believe, early 60s would be fair.
And a woman.
Yes.
And the driver, is that person being interviewed down at headquarters right now, or did that already happen at the scene or something?
Oh yeah, we interview at the scene, and she'll probably be interviewed again before it's all over with, because emotions are high, especially after a tragic event like this. And so clarity isn't always 100%, so she'll probably be interviewed again, as will the brother, hopefully, if he's able to do so. And we don't want to reopen any of those wounds, so if he's not able to do so, we do have a pretty good interview now, but he may remember something more, and we may be able to pull some video from the stores nearby, and somebody else may have driven by that saw it who can call in and let us know. We'll also review all the 911 notifications, and we'll re-interview anybody who called in. So we will have a good case file, and the detective in particular who's working this one is fantastic, and he will have a good summation by the time this is complete.
And last question for me, was the driver by herself or was there a passenger in the car?
There was, I'm not 100% on that one. There was a secondary person here when I showed up. I'm not 100% if there was a passenger at this time.
That's it for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Fantastic.
What's your first name?
Robert, and the last name is Hungerford.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, really.
I think I got your goodies.
I appreciate
But I-
you letting me put the mic on you, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's nice talking to you.
Lifesaver.
First Coast News.
Yes, sir.
Action News.
All three.
And I forget the
4.
You're action.
I'm actually for.
If you see reporter in yellow, that's 4. Red, that's action.
Oh, y'all have your own color codes.
Yeah.
Dude, wait, who got the pickle? Because I wanted blue. I want blue already, man. And yellow is actually good on a danger area, because then you can be seeing.
That's when somebody probably did it.
Yeah, you can be seeing it. So if you are near on the side of the roadway, if that light doesn't light you up enough, at least you can see.